Hi guys, Hugh here from Square Labs. Today I'm going to show you how you can merge and send a document automatically via a button inside CRM. Now this does follow on from my previous video, so make sure you've gone back and viewed that one. That will show you how to merge the document and save it to the record, and this one here will follow on from that and showing you that next stage, which is the sending of the email. So this email will appear inside the record as an email out, and you'll have that Zoho tracking with it as well. So that will have that if it's been received, if it's been opened, and if it has bounced. Cool. All right, so I'll get into this and I'll show you how it all works. So in here, the first step we're going to do again is we're going to create a connection. Now we've already got that writer connection for the merge. Next step we're going to do is create another connection. So to get here as well, we go developer space connections, and in here we click create connection. Again, we're going to choose Zoho OAuth. I'm just going to call mine CRM_connection, and we want to choose the send mail. So Zoho CRM send mail.all.create, and then we can scroll down, save and connect, and accept. Perfect. So we're all connected now with our CRM connection. So next step we're going to do is we're going to go and create that template. So I've already created a template in here, and I've got this proposal email template. So if I edit this one, you can see I've got a very basic one, but what we need is we need to get that template ID here from the URL, because that's telling the code what template to use when we send it. Now it's important to note in here that if you have any attachments in this template, the one that we're going to add when this happens, it will override that, so you can't have attachments in here and add additional attachments. So once you've got that template ID, we now need to create the function. So inside functions here, we're going to create another new function, and this is going to be a button. We're going to call this one merge and send proposal document. So we can create this now. Now I've already got the code here, and I'm going to copy that in. First step, we're going to create another argument. So this one will be the deal ID argument. Put it as a string, save. And I'll show you what's going in the code. So what I've done is I've added in that email template ID here into a variable, and this is the same merge ID as the other previous merge document. In here, what we're doing is we're going to add a few checks. So what I've done here is I've gone, if the contact name is null, we're going to return a message to the customer, and that's going to say no contact is linked to this deal record. Next thing we're doing is we're getting that contact ID, and we're going to check that the contact has an email address. And again, if the contact's email is null, we're going to return related contact does not have an email. Next step here, if we go down, this is exactly the same as what we had before in that previous video where we get all the merge data and populate all of that sort of stuff, and we save it to the record. What we now need to do is get the Zoho file ID, and that's a little bit different to the attachment ID. So what we're doing is we're going to get, after we've saved the attachment, we get the attachment's ID, and we're going to go and get all related records that are attachments linked to the deal with this ID. And then what we do is we loop through that, and we go for each attachment in that deal attachments list that's provided to us. If the attachment ID of the record that we've in that loop equals the one that we've just received and saved, we want it, that's the attachment we want. So we want to go and get that file ID here, and that's the file ID we need to pass through into the email. I've added another check in here. This one here is if the file ID is null, meaning we didn't find one, then we're going to say no attachment was found with a matching ID. So there might be some underlying problem there that might need to be looked into. Now we're just preparing the email settings, and in here we're creating a bit of formality in the way that we pass it with some objects and some arrays. And what we're doing here is we're going to go, who's the email from? And in this case, it's just from the user, which is the demo@squarelabs.com.au. However, if you want to use an organizational email, what you can do is put in info@ or hello@, for example, provided you've set it up as an organizational email in your CRM. And then you just got to change this one parameter here and change that to true. That will then allow you to send it from that organizational email. Now down here, we're calling the API to send that, and we're passing through the data. And now we need to add that CRM_connection. So make sure you name that if you, to what you set yours to. And then when we're finished, we're going to return to the contact, proposal created and sent to the contact email. And then we've just included the email that it was sent to. Now that we've done all this, we can now save our record. Click save. We've now saved it, so we can just assign it to the deal. So if we open up our deal record, we can go into create button. And same as that other video I did, so, merge and send proposal document. Oh, run out of characters, so we'll just call it merge and send proposal. On the view page, we're going to go a function from existing actions, and we're going to choose that one that we've just made, configure. Pass through, hashtag to get the deal ID to pass through that argument, save again, and now we've got it. So what we're doing is it'll auto refresh here. Now if we go at the top here, we can click the down arrow and we can see merge and send proposal. If we click that, what will happen is I will get an error because my related contact doesn't have an email. So what I can do is I'll quickly fix that up and we'll go from there. Now that I've fixed up that email, we can go back to the deal. Now if we go at the top here and click merge and send proposal, it's going to see the red lines are moving across. We know it's working and processing in the background. So it's creating that merge and sending the email. And we're just going to wait for that response. Proposal created and sent to contact email, and then there's the email it was sent to. If we click the X button, we'll know it's refreshed. The attachments here has been attached and the email has been sent. If we open up that email, we can see here that proposal document is now attached to the email. Thanks for watching today, guys. Hopefully that helps you increase the automation in your system, and feel free to always submit through some ideas of other videos you'd like.